Hello, beautiful people. I am just getting ready to make myself some hearty soup here. Except it's me, so you know, I'm hungry already. We don't have time to waste. We're doing Instant Pot soup because it's faster. And I'm impatient and I'm hungry. So there's that. Anyways, I'm just gonna go through throw together soups for you. I do a lot of just like easy, quick, convenient throw together meals because by the time I realize I'm hungry, I'm like hungry. So we don't have time to waste. I just ran to the store quickly and I grabbed some celery, little, not quite baby potatoes, but like close, fresh carrots, broccoli, and some dill. And then I don't have chicken or any meat prepped. So trust me, I already know I'm gonna show you this and you're gonna be like, you're weird. I'm not even gonna listen to her. I promise you it's less weird than you think. It's super quick and convenient. And I promise it's less scary than it sounds. I promise. It works really well on meals like this. It's canned chicken breast. I know that that sounds strange. It's cooked already, it's canned, it's just chicken breast. Like it's got really good macros. In 60 calories, or in a quarter cup, there's 60 calories and 13 grams of protein. I've never done an Instant Pot soup before, but like how hard can it be? We're gonna give it a try together. Because I'm gonna do this in my Instant Pot because I am starving already, I'm gonna do all of my veggies that I think will take longer to cook first. Then I will turn it on, let it run, and then I'll add everything else in after is kind of what I'm thinking. So to start with, we're doing celery, carrots, and potatoes. And I'm just gonna throw them in the water. Everything's in here. You can kind of see. Carrots, potatoes, celery, so all of my like longer cooking veggies. And then I'm not a big specific seasoning kind of girl, but I grabbed some dill, measuring with my heart, some olive oil, again, measuring with my heart. If you were trying to make it lower calorie and lower in fat, I would skip this, but for this, I'm not. So I'm gonna go through this in my Instant Pot for 10 minutes and I'll be back. I'm going to chop up my zucchini and my broccoli here. I'm gonna do my zouk first because I feel like it will be easier. Fun fact, I love raw zucchini. I know I'm probably one of few people that like raw zucchini, but it's my favorite with like some olive oil on it and salt. So good. This is fresh out of one of my girlfriend's mom's gardens. And then I'll just throw them in a bowl while I wait here. Kitchen's really becoming a disaster, but whenever I'm making like soup specifically or any sort of throw together meal, not much of a measurer. Pretty sure I get that from my beloved Oma. She's Italian. She went with Oma because her mom was alive when I was born and everyone already called her Nonna. So just to make it easier for us kids, but she was Italian. And I remember as a kid always getting so frustrated because I would ask her to teach me how to make things. This is gonna seem weird to everyone, but she used to make these zucchini flower fritters and they were the flowers off of the end of a zucchini. And they were so good. And when I was a kid, I always wanted to learn how to make them. And everything was a pinch of this or a handful of this. And when I was a kid, it would just drive me bananas because I was like, just tell me how much that is. And she would always be like, oh, well, you just know. You do it enough times and you just know. And as a kid, I was like, no, Oma, I don't, in fact. No, I'm 8. But now I'm not 8, I'm 29 now, and I'm like, you know what, Oma, I get it, because I don't measure anything. It's the part of the reason that I'm not a good baker. I measure very little. I don't really pay attention to the temperature. Most things I cook on high. I know that some of you are dying at home as I say that. But my goal when I'm cooking is not precision. It's how delicious is this gonna be and how nutritious is this gonna be? And as long as it's those things, we're golden. So whenever I'm doing any sort of meal, I always try and do a good amount of vegetables, so nutrient dense foods, things that are gonna give you lots of vitamins and minerals, like all the veggies I'm chopping up right now, and then paired that with so a protein. We always want to make sure that we're getting a protein in, because protein is the macro that's going to help satiate your hunger and actually keep you full. It's the reason that you can eat a bag full of chips and still be hungry, but if you sat down with a plate of chicken breasts, you couldn't do the same thing. So protein really is what's satiating your hunger. So I always do veggies, a protein, and then we want to add some carbs in there. All vegetables have carbs, but some are lighter carbs or lower in carb than others are. So zucchini is one that's lighter and lower in carbs. Broccoli is one that's lighter and lower in carbs. Things like peppers, mushrooms, celery, cucumbers, tomatoes, all of those are good ones. But things like potatoes, carrots, those are getting into those kind of starchier carbs. So carbs or starchier vegetables that are gonna have more carbs in them. So I always like to do a mix of them. So that first kind of batch of what I put in my Instant Pot there, outside of the celery, the carrots and potatoes are gonna have more carbs in them, but they're all nutrient dense foods. It's good to have all of them. It's just if you're missing one of those things, you'll typically find that you're hungry after you're done your meal. So that's what we mean when we're talking about balance. Also, I know that other people probably don't do this, but I really like whatever this is, this part of broccoli. I like this part of broccoli, and I think I'm gonna throw it in because why not? I lied, I didn't leave it in there for the full 10 minutes. I left it in while I cut everything else up. I've changed my mind now. This is how cooking with me goes. I'm gonna put all of my broccoli and zucchini into my Instant Pot now, and then I'll let them all cook for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna do this and I'll be back. Okay, Instant Pot soup is done. So I let it cook for 7 minutes, and then I unsealed it, put 2 cans of canned chicken breast in. I know that sounds weird, I promise. Just give it a try, it's better than it sounds. And then I added in salt, sriracha, some brown sugar, olive oil, cumin. I think that's everything, measured with my heart. I would have put in like a bouillon cube or chicken stock, but I don't have any right now, and it's still really good. Let it just kind of continue cooking on the warm setting for a couple minutes. And now I'm gonna eat because I'm starving. So I wanna say all in all that maybe took me like maybe 20 minutes start to finish. And I will show you. It's so good, I'm so excited. Your girl's hungry. It's go time. I also have lots left for the week, which is really nice. My favorite part of making soup. So good, so good. Usually what I'll do is I'll freeze them and then I'll throw some in the fridge. So I've got some for the rest of the week. I should have picked up buns. That's what I did wrong here. Ooh, or the Golden Home protein pizza crusts. Also really good if you throw them in the oven for a minute or two and then dip them in something like this. So good. If you give this a try, let me know. If you're an Instant Pot soup girly, let me know. This is my first time. I'm here for it.